And Lisa, he was firing blanks.
Such a good time hanging out with real classy women who don't wear red trashy wigs.
It's like you're putting up a show.
She's acting and she's here for the drama.
That's who I am. Like, I think I put my glad up so up. Call me fake one.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the J Sweet Lover and I am Lover, and here we do movie reviews, where TV shows, commentaries, among others. So today we are talking Real Housewives of Nairobi. Like, this Real Housewives of Nairobi, I've been going for the past 4 weeks, and I must say it's actually an interesting one. Like, it has been a very good one. Minne and Susan are actually carrying this show on their head. Yeah, they are really doing well with the show. But to an extent, so far I've seen that Vera are like a nice or a very good side to herself beyond what I actually feel she's going to be when we were introduced to the cast of this show. So this is the J Sweet Lover, and I'll give you all the highlights and everything that happened on the Real Housewives of Abuja episode of Real Housewives of Nairobi episode 4. So please and please and please stay back, subscribe. I really need subscribers, so please and please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. The first thing we had was Lisa and Vera meeting. So when they had this meeting, they really went personal and they talked so much about themselves. So Vera actually told Lisa a whole lot about herself, and Lisa talked about how a former partner and how he had this vasectomy, and for the father he had it, and she wanted children, so he went for reverse and but on the long run he could not give her children. Like, the man had low sperm count, so she just had to end that relationship or so. Then what's the name, Vera also talked about her experience with abuse while she was staying with a partner back in Dubai. After this, we had what's the name, Vera, she went for this scan for a child and to get to host this gender reveal party for her child. So after the scan, she had to call the event planner and give that to the event planner. So the event planner will be the one to tell them the gender of the child, so they won't actually be like kind of tempted to go check what it is. So the party can actually be what it is meant to be. So after that, we had this Susan all white party. So it was a very wonderful lunch and a very peaceful one, because most of them they had heart to heart conversation, and they very actually rant about how her husband have been he had children with other women, but because the man had got married to her, he had not been given access to these kids, and he had been really struggling to reach these kids, but he had not been getting to see them. So they were so sad for her, and they had a conversation, and it was a very wonderful heart-to-heart conversation between the ladies of the show. So after that, we had Minne rant to her family. So the death issue of her father-in-law was actually real. So during the what's the name, this scene, we saw her and her husband. They actually had this conversation about everything and the rest, and she actually learned about what happened during Sunal's event today. So now, like, I was seeing comment online where people were like, Susan is a classist and the rest. I don't think that's the issue here, because with what's name, Minne actually narrated to her family, she was like, Susan was saying she's up there while Minne is just below her. But the thing there is that I feel it was just a back and forth issue, and when people are in that situation, people can always just say things they want to say. After this, we had this Vera photo shoot for our baby, So she had this photo shoot which she was to put on online and the rest. And they actually think about Ash has always been very late to all the events they've been having on the show. So it was a wonderful conversation, but I guess like she felt bad about it, and she decided like she's going to do better by always trying to come early to our event. So our event, she had this gender reveal event, which was a success. Like the most of the cast were there except Sonal, who was not in town during the event. So it was a very wonderful event. It was nice. Then there's this so Minne actually repeated the same thing she did during Sonal's event. She came extremely late, and she was having this excuse that she was having this stylist issue. And okay, that her stylist was the same person that styled Vera. So for that reason, she was able to make it to the event at the very right time she was supposed to be there. So this was like a conversation, and they had this conversation about her being fake and the rest. So I feel like I feel even before they had this conversation in my previous episode, I've actually had this conversation that Minne is just she's an actress and she's just acting on this show. So what's the name? Vera was able to put it to her that this is what we see you to be, that you're just here acting, and what, like, why is she doing like that and the rest, that she can actually do better and the rest. So she was like, no, she's not acting, that's who she is. But she still have, there was still this confrontation between herself and Susan, which was not so good, and they're not able to actually get to understand themselves. So the issue here for me, I don't know what the issue. What I cannot really pinpoint what I can say is the issue, but I feel Minne is not supposed to be. Okay, like before, I was saying that she just wants to be in drama and the rest. But for now, I don't even know why she's just still like that. I think she needs to be a bit apologetic. She has to actually get to stop being bossy and the rest to an extent, because yes, if she is calm and not being arrogant, I don't think she will always have this issue. And I feel Susan is someone who does not want to take trash from people, who want to be like, own up to your mistake and be apologetic about whatsoever you've done wrong. So that's that for the Real Housewives of Nairobi episode